Hey, what's up, guys? Gangster jeweler here. So today we are going to be working on a necklace that is a box link that has popped on us. Well, not on me or you guys, but somebody. And so this should be a fairly simple fix, all things considered. But sometimes something you think's going to be simple doesn't always turn out that way. So we're going to check and see here. Let's go ahead and get her set up. But all things considered, it should be a quick and easy deal, if you know what I mean. All things considered. So, with that said, we'll put some boric acid denatured alcohol on there. Go ahead and light our torch up here. Let that run for a minute. Let that run for a second there. And we need some solder. Now you could use paste solder. And you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna use paste solder. God dang it. Stupid solder sticking to my finger, man. There we go. Alright. Now, well, torch decided to crap out there, it appears. There we go. Alright, let's let that sit for a minute. So if you got paste solder, you could use paste solder. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try it with some paste solder. Why not? You could do it either way. Just doing the box link though with paste solder, you just don't. If you use regular solder, I say cut a little piece. Because otherwise you're gonna have a big blob of gold, and you really don't need all that. You don't need very much to get this thing together, you know. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of paste solder to come off of this thing. If it'll come off, it don't want to come off though. What the hell? Come on. Alright, well there's a little bit on there. Not a hell of a whole lot, but there's a little bit on there. Let's look for some tweezers here. Let's go ahead and set her up the best that we can. Right there. And right there. Now with paste solder, this is probably going to be very melodramatic because you're not going to see any solder flowing because I got just a little tiny itty bitty bit on there. Like literally, it ain't got very much on there to begin with, you know. So let me zoom you guys in here. Well, I kind of hate that because 4.9, I don't need it at 4.9. Alright, that should be good enough. We'll do it right like that. Alright. Now, like I said, this is probably going to be very, very mellow, non-dramatic. At least that's what we would like for it to be, since we're not using regular solder. So, and you can see where we got our piece together. But using paste solder, especially on box links and like snake chains and stuff like that, it's kind of, I tend to prefer it because you don't have a blob of gold, if that makes sense. You know? So, but you can use gold, but if you, I mean regular solder, but if you're gonna use regular solder, just make sure you cut you a really small piece. You don't need a very big, piece, if you know what I mean. You can see our spot there, and essentially we're just welding. We're just gonna heat it up, try to get it together. I think we still got this flame a little too hot, unfortunately. Alright, let's find where. There we go. Still trying to get used to this camera too. Oh no! Oh, okay. I thought I hit the chain. I was like, no. And you don't want to use too much heat because you don't want to seize the other box links together. So you got to be very, I would say, quick about it. That should be it. I think it's together. Let me zoom you guys out here real quick. I think we got that together. I do believe. As far as I can tell, anyways. Yep, she's together. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay. Well, that works for me. Hold on, let's see here. Then we're just going to tap a little bit, kind of straighten it out. Just a hair. There we go. Alright guys, so you can see we got it together, and it doesn't have quite the, it's a little bit off though. Let me grab some pliers here. There we go, that looks a little better. Yeah. There we go. Now see, you don't have that blob of gold there if you use paste solder. And it doesn't. Now you can try to link these in, but on these box links, I find that's not really a good idea. 9 times out of 10 the links, by the time you're trying to close them and everything, they just fall apart, you know. So if you want to try, you could try, but I find in my personal experience that it doesn't really work out the way you think in theory, if you know what I mean. Alright guys, Well, like I said, that was fairly non-dramatic, really. So we got her back together. Now see, we have a piece that was missing, because there should be a piece that actually loops through that way. But it is what it is. Alright, so I'm gonna go drop this in ultrasound, y'all. I'm gonna clean this thing up. We'll come back, look at finished product, y'all. Like I said, this will be a quick video, but I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, guys? We're back. So we got her cleaned and polished. See, we got her all back together. There's our spot right there, where we welded her together. If you can see that right there. But anyway, guys, this was fairly quick repair, believe it or not. But I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. Like I said, you can use regular solder as well, but on snake chains and box links, I like to use paste solder, just because you don't end up with a glob of gold there. You know, you can cut you a really tiny piece of solder too, and get the same result. Just don't cut a big piece, because then you have like a huge blob there, and just looks tacky, I guess you could say. But at any rate, guys, this is Gangster Jeweler. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you would like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, you can. The link for that will be down in the description, although it's not required. Just helps the channel grow and show some love. And maybe if you learn a little something from these videos. Also, if you'd like to check out my kick beam and Rumble live streams, I'll have the links for those down in the description. You can also find the Gangster Jeweler over on Rumble if you'd rather catch me over there, because you can't depend on YouTube, because you never know when YouTube's going to get a wild hair up their ass and take your channel down. So at any rate, this is the Gangster Jeweler. I appreciate you guys watching. Also, if you're looking to buy jewelry in the Jacksonville area, I highly recommend Money Miser on Blanding Boulevard. Also, check out Big Mike on 103rd. I still have not got the name. I lost the card for some reason. But it's down a little further down on 103rd on the left. It is a gun store. I think they also have jewelry there, or will have jewelry there at some point. But at any rate, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Oh, also, if you'd like for me to do your repairs, you can visit my Etsy shop, which I'll have the link for that down in the description. And if you're a business in the Jacksonville or Orange Park area and would like for me to start doing your repairs, you can shoot me an email. I'll have the email down in the description there. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's a pretty nice box link, solid. It's heavy enough. So that's actually a pretty good necklace. But anyway, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. This is Gangster Jeweler, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, y'all.